goes the 5 car now.
Yellow.
Oh,
whoa, and it gets hit. Riggs is there. The 97 of Ambrose.
Look at this 28 car. It's at the 38 car, all jacked up in the back. Somebody's underneath him.
So much we can't even see who that is.
Got a little fire out the exhaust.
That's the 84 of Scott Speed that he's up on the hood of.
He put it in gear trying to drive off, but no traction.
He's got a Ford Fusion in his windshield, and Speed able to climb out of the car.
That's what you call getting somebody jacked up, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. They put the red flag out right now. They're stopping the cars short of all of this, which is a good idea to get it cleaned up, because these basically are these guys have their tires on for the last. They don't want to run them through this debris.
Watch the Montoya and the contact there with the 5 car of Mears.
Wow.
Just hard racing through that dog leg.
Yeah, Casey Mears' great day went south in a hurry.
And all these other guys see are getting involved here. Oh, Marcus Ambrose having a good run there. Looks like he got a piece of that.
Yep.
Got into the back of Riggs. 0-1 able to get through, and then there's the contact with the 84, the 70, 38, 77 up against the wall.
70, who just got back onto the lead lap in the previous caution.
NASCAR wanted a red flag to be able to get the safety crews out quickly with the fire extinguishers because of the raw fuel there, and that being on top of the other race car.
Well, Scott, you came out joking. You said it was kind of like Days of Thunder-ish.
No, I mean, I went into a cloud of smoke, and next thing you know, I was stopping to hit something, and I saw a little bit of fire, so I was boning out that thing, getting out, and David started burning out, and I was like, he's getting me all with rubber, but no, it was all right. I mean, luckily at the end there, we finally got our car sorted out. I mean, we had a really bad understeer all day, but luckily, I mean, at the end, we were definitely showing progress, and that's important.
It was the 4th Sprint Cup start for Scott Speed. It's only the first race that he has not finished.
Take a look at our starting grid. A very surprising front row. 38-year-old David Rudeman becoming the 4th first-time pole winner in 2008. He'll be flanked by rookie driver Scott Speed, and there is Carl Edwards starting in the 4th position.
It's a crazy race. I mean, everyone's beating each other so much. I mean, for I think 90% of the race, I was happy just staying in the back of the pack just because they're so aggressive. As it turned out, I mean, it's very difficult to get. I found throughout the whole race, even when I was trying to go to the front, anyone to help and push. So I think it was really lucky that Kyle was there at the end to push me to the front. Otherwise, I mean, I'm sure we'd have been struggling like everyone else. But as it happened, you know, the way it worked out, I had a good pusher behind me that was able to bring us to the front at the end when it counted. So. I mean, it's really lucky.
Oh, there it is. Scott Speed, A.J. Allmendinger.
Still outside. Stay in the gas.
Scott Speed in the Red Bull number 82.
You just get to this point of the race and you can just expect it, because everybody is trying to protect their position. And if you look in the mirror, you see a guy has a run on you, you're going to turn in front of him and try to block it.
8th caution of the night. He was running in 15th.
Yes.
Yeah. And, you know, they come up on him. He comes up the racetrack and runs right across the hood of Allmendinger's car. And that's it's just like Wally says. Early in the race, there's give and take. There's give and take. We're sitting here looking at 9 laps to go when they were coming by, 8 laps to go. There is no give. There's all take right here.
So the 44 had to check up a little bit. The 82 had a run, and he figured, you know what, I got enough run. I think I can clear him.
And the 26, but look at him sawing the wheel in there too, just being the victim, being trapped in the middle groove.
And go ahead. The 26 was coming too.
Yeah, 26 is coming and has no idea that the 82 is there. Has no idea that the closure rate is that fast. And
taking a look at the front row, there's those teammates. It's a 5th pole for Brian Vickers. The first time the 2 Red Bull cars have started in the top 5. Kyle, let's see if we can talk to one of our drivers out there tonight.
Scott Speed, this is Kyle Petty in the booth. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, great qualifying run. You're at the sharp end of the queue here this week, and this team seems to be getting better and better and better. Is this qualifying effort and the way you guys have unloaded here at Chicago indications of how you think the rest of the year is going to go for you guys?
Well, honestly, I think the last 3 weekends in general have been a lot better. You know, we start working a lot closer with the 83. You know, the stuff that I'm saying is becoming a lot more similar to what they're saying. So overall, everything is getting closer and better, kind of as we expected.
All right, man. Well, do the best you can. We'll be watching you up here and talking about you on TV, all right?
All right, thanks, bud.
Let's see what happens here.
A junior. Little contact.
Oh, he
the
cut the
tire.
apart. Yeah, but that was due to the contact with the 88. I mean, they rubbed each other getting off the corner, and that's what cut the tire. But
he must have run over something.
Yeah.
When you look at the car back here, there's another car. If we can come back and maybe we can tell us straight.
Here's the problems behind him. You see
McMurray right there. I mean,
man.
But you see McMurray and those guys, they just ran over the debris that came out from under the 98 car when he blew the tire.
Caution for the 14th time today here, coming out with just 6 laps to go. Turn 1.
Whoa. Well, if he'd have made that corner, he'd have passed about 3 cars, but unfortunately, it was just a little too much speed right there. No pun intended.
Yeah, I was going to add that for you.
Now, he can go in there wide open next week at Talladega, but it's tough to do here at Martinsville. Let's see, watch him on the outside.
You have to wonder, too, it might have been a little brake failure there. You're at the time of the race right now that possibility of that brake pedal going to the floor.
Larry Mack has more hair than Scott Speed right now.
They said, you're kidding. The 2 worst races he's had are the 2 races that he had the hair, the hair all spiked up.
Hey, boys, how about 26.79 on this 82 car? Wow.
See there?
You watch. Next week, everybody will have their head shaved.
I mean, that's 0.2 of a second. That's only 0.3 off of the track record.
His wife tweeted that the haircut brought him bad luck, the spiked up, colored up deal, and she was getting rid of it.
What do we call this place? A roval. What is Scott Speed's background? Road racing.
He's a rover right now.
And that qualifying effort by Scott Speed even impressed the driver. You picked up almost a full second from practice.
Yeah, well, we knew after, looking at all the data after practice that our car was pretty good. So we kind of knew we had it in it. It was just a matter of kind of putting it out there. But I got to say, I mean, as a team, we did a good job this weekend because this is one of those places where we only get 2 practices all weekend. So you really have to maximize those as much as you can. So obviously we've done a good job with that, and hopefully it's still good in race trim.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Thanks.
there's #1 rule when you're teammates. Do not take your teammate out for any reason.
I think we're all going to get in a fight because it seems to be a theme among teammates this year, doesn't it? Back in a moment.
Caution, the 82 of Scott Speed.
Oh, come on down. Come on, bring it to the pit. Bring it to the pit. Blew up.
Hey, I say it.
Ease her up, ease her up, ease her up, ease her up.
So, wow, now it's on fire.
Stop right there, just stop.
He was running 16th, and quickly the safety crew on site.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
So we've seen a number of engine issues tonight on this track.
It's a tough racetrack on engines. Maintain a lot of RPM. You know, it's a lot of turns in this track, but it does maintain.
Oh, he got help.
It's like Bobby Labonte may have helped him around just a little bit.
He got that damage as the car went by him then. Looks like he might have got just into the right door and around into the inside wall. So a tough break for Scott, and there you see he is out of the car. He's okay.